I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to cheer you across the jungle, across the tundra of recovery, cheering you forward, moving through that wilderness, getting you to a place where you're feeling better and better and more confident. Fear drops away, then over time, the sensations of anxiety or chronic pain or gastritis, irritable bowel, interstitial cystitis. There's a bunch of names for this, but it's all protective sensations coming from unconscious mind. So today, I'd like to talk about the way you hold your body and move your eyes, hold your eyes, how you relax and how you present your state of body to your mind. So we're presenting our body to our mind to show our mind that we're okay. And this is primitive stuff. So before we do that, one of the ways that you can show your mind that you're okay is slow exhale. So breathe in with me through the nose, filling lungs, and then slowly exhaling through the mouth. Why slow exhale? There are some biochemical reasons with carbon dioxide building up, sending a signal to the brain, but it's also a breath that sends a signal that we don't need to hyperoxygenate, we can allow that breath to leave, and we're breathing deeply, we're breathing in a way that our body is relaxed enough to breathe that way. If we were actually dealing with a predator or a real dangerous situation, then we wouldn't be breathing that way. We wouldn't be breathing slow. We'd be kicking into sympathetic mode, fight or flight, breathing fast and shallow, and experiencing a bunch of sensations, heart racing, hand shaking, tingling, a bunch of stuff like that to give us extra strength. Our body is preparing from within with a lot of different neurochemicals that flood our body and make us ready and prepared for, in many cases, a threat that's not there. But if a predator was in front of us, we also wouldn't be relaxing our eyes. We wouldn't be scanning left to right, right to left. We wouldn't be scanning the horizon. We wouldn't be walking forward, and we wouldn't be relaxing our body, right? If we had a predator in front of us, we would be tensing our muscles. We would be ready to strike. We would be rigid. We would be focused and fixated. Our eyes would be fixated on that predator. So let's just say it was a grizzly bear. Our eyes would not leave that grizzly bear. We'd be fixated, and our eyes would not be moving back and forth slowly. They would not be relaxed. They would be zoomed in, focused, fixated. And we would not be moving towards the grizzly bear usually, unless we had a thought that forward motion, and we had enough consciousness or enough bravery or whatever you want to call it to take that aggressive stance and use that energy to roar forward and see if that would work to scare the predator away. But in general, we're not going to be moving forward with our body, and we're not going to be relaxing our body or our eyes when we're fixated on a predator. So fixation tells unconscious mind that something's dangerous. What happens when you have a stress? You think about it over and over. Why is it dangerous? You're fixated on it. Maybe you got a traffic ticket and you're fixated on it because that's some money out of your pocket that you were going to use to buy groceries. So just from a basic perspective, then that you're fixated on it. You're going over it in your mind. Why did you get pulled over or whatever? And so your mind fixates on something that has some survival, even if it doesn't make sense in a conscious way, it loosely makes sense, right? For unconscious, it makes sense. And so if we fixate on the sensations themselves, and we put our focus there and it's not relaxed, then what signal does that send to unconscious mind? It says those sensations are a predator. So these are then being interpreted, the sensations that were supposed to be protection are being interpreted as a predator. So we get more of those sensations, more protective sensations. And that's called second fear. I think Claire Weeks maybe defined that, or first called it second fear. She was probably the first pioneer in this field, and her main focus was ending panic, ending anxiety. And I used her techniques to end my own, to train my mind so that I don't have panic attacks anymore. They just don't show up. And if I have any anxiety sensations, I kind of like them. I feel like they're fun, they're interesting. I move into them, I embrace them. So let's return to the idea that if we want our mind to think that our chronic pain or anxiety or fatigue or whatever is actually safe, then we don't want to fixate on it. We want to turn our attention to other things. And if we do notice it, if we do feel it, see it, we recognize it. We say, hey, thank you. It's a somatic practice. Let's just do a little bit of it. We close our eyes and we see a sensation in our body, and it's an uncomfortable sensation. We say to it, I see you. I feel you. I hear you. I allow you. And so when we do that, it's sending a message that we're not seeing it as a predator. We're seeing it as a welcome guest. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for protecting me. I agree that protection is wonderful. It's useful. It's useful to survive. It's good to survive. And by giving that feedback instead of fear of the fear, wanting it to go, when is it going to be over, fixating on it, talking about it, complaining about it, those are the two choices. I encourage you to work on this. This is a skill that it's a muscle that gets stronger. If you close your eyes and you do a somatic meditation, I have a free one on my website. If you sign up for my newsletter, it's called The Rose Teaches the Thorns How to Pray, and it does exactly a longer version of what I just did with you. You close your eyes, you breathe, you slow your breathing down. You know that you're safe in your body. You scan your body and you talk to the sensations and you feel the energy in your body. And you know you're sending signals the whole time that everything's all right, that you're fine. It's like taking a sip of warm tea. That sends a wonderful signal to my mind that I'm hydrating, I'm taking care of myself. And so spend some time relaxing your body, relaxing your eyes, scanning back and forth. Take a walk, talk to your sensations. Go to my website and download that meditation. You can also sign up for a free consult call. I have a few slots every week set up so that I can spend 15 minutes or so with you hearing about what's going on, and we can make a plan. And then if I have some space in my schedule, we can get you right in to begin doing some deeper work. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe. And I love you. I know how hard this journey is. My heart is with you. Be strong on this journey, and also be loving to yourself. Allow yourself to have these sensations, and then they'll fade.